My belief is that through the NAACP, in which I was one of the officers at the time, I began to realize that the only way things can get accomplished, and that is through political ways and means. And that some of the troubles that we were addressing at the NAACP stem from the wrong politician being in the wrong place and the wrong time. So the NAACP was barely functioning. It had shut down, and seven groups, 7 people. We began to petition the state, received our reactivated charter, and we went to work. We went to work to address some of those issues that the people in the community had. When I first got here, I noticed the difference between the 2 sides of the city, the east side and the west side. The east side, you had public housing, you had no factories, you had no stores, everything was mom and pop. Then, once you cross the other side of 81, here you had buildings, contracting work going on. You had big opportunities. It was moving, that part of the town. So SU was building dorms. So it was a very, very, very economically active area. The other thing, of course, was the failure of people, proprietors, businesses, to hire people of color. So that was one of the issues that we began to address. And as a result, we were able to get the newspapers. And because when we approached them and told them that they were discriminatory in their hiring practices, they of course denied it, and we had quite a bit of controversy about the newspapers and their reporting when it came to people of color. So when we're told that we would picket them and let the world see that they were discriminatory in their practices, they said, well, what can we do? We can't find people who would fit the qualifications that we've established. So he says, well, then why don't we grow them? And we initiated a program, work between the school district and the newspapers, and if a person wanted to follow the career, they were offered jobs during the summer, and if they wanted to follow the newspaper as a career, they were instructed that if they could make it or make the proper qualifications for college, they went to Syracuse Newhouse. The newspapers would pay the full cost. So that was a program that was successful. Then we had the state fair. We have people in the state fair now because we went after the fair directors, and there are several other issues that we addressed and were very successful at. And one of them was politics, finding people, first of all, to run. And someone suggested that maybe I should run for office. I said, well, I'll throw my hat in. And so surprisingly, I was nominated by the Democratic Party and became a committee person. After doing some checking, we determined that there were a number of African Americans who were never registered to vote. So through the NAACP, we did go out almost weekly to register people in the projects. We also did something that was extremely unusual, and that is in tandem with the UAW and other labor unions, CSCA, the Laborers Union. We went on the South Salina Street at 12 noon, when people were getting ready to go out for lunch, and we would approach them and have little stands and people asking if to be registered. That was so successful that we said we must continue them with community partners now. We became a partner of the Spanish Action League, several other groups, and we began to do an intensive voter registration drive. So we did have some difficulty initially in the wards outside of the fourth ward. They just said they did not want African Americans, to be elected officials. I personally heard that statement made that they would not vote for a person who was of color because they would not have a person of color being a leader, leading them, so representing them. So it was kind of difficult, in the early beginnings.